talking about that lot of women, they go through emotions and it's stored in their pelvic floor. That's what we work on. We work on their memories. Like if someone was raped, what can we do? Like she's like 50 years old, 60 years old, but still she cannot forget what happened. So we work on these some modalities to fade that memory. Will that memory go away? No, it will not go away, but it will fade. The intensity of its impact will go way down. And the another name is subconscious reimprinting. So just so you know that we will be working on our subconscious minds here. Now one other thing that I would like to share here is that we all follow certain truths in our life. Truth. Right? What is truth? Maybe her truth is different than mine. Right? So there are two kinds of truth. One is universal and the other one is generalized. What is a universal truth? Sun will rise from the east, sun will set in the west. Her truth, my truth, everyone's the same. We cannot change it. It's a universal truth. Generalized truth is God is there, right? I am fat. Someone can look at me and say, oh, you are not. Someone can say, oh yeah, you need to lose weight, right? It's a generalized truth, right? So what happens is universal truth is something that we all accept, but generalized truth depends on our perception, right? Now we'll talk a little bit about what perception is. Perception. I'll give you a very good example. So let's say you guys are out there. We know we all have to hunt for parking here, right? It's hard to get parking. Now when you are trying to find parking and then someone, like you found a spot, you're driving to the spot and then someone else, like just shoves the car in there and you're like, oh my gosh, so rude, right? So two people standing there, one person can look at it as like, so rude, I was late for my class and they just put I saw that first and all that, right? Just looking at that event like that, that person will be like, oh, people are so rude nowadays, people are so mean, they have no ethics, nothing, world is falling apart, and then they will start connecting the dots. Oh yeah, there's a war going on, 2026 will be third world war and this and that. So like your brain is all going in that negative direction. So the truth for that person who had all that perception was that world is falling apart, right? That's the truth for them. Like people are very mean nowadays, time has changed, people don't love each other, like that. But the other person standing there can look at it as, oh, there is a doctor's office there too, maybe this person is in rush, maybe there is an emergency, maybe someone is bleeding and they have to just go in, get themselves fixed and things like that, right? That person's perception will be kindness, right? And will that person connect the dots like the other person connected? No. That person's perception will be completely different, right? So there is one actual event and then there is one perceived event. The actual event was simple, that someone just parked the car there. That was the actual event. It's all the perception for those 2-3 people who were standing and perceiving that event. So this is something that happens inside our brain. This actual event is outside brain in the real physical world, and this perceived event is inside our brain, right? This happens inside our brain. Now, would you say that perception will lead to the memory. Is that right? Right? They will develop, they both will have their different memories. Now that memory will make their experience, right? This is their experience from life, right? Now this experience means their beliefs, because whatever what we say that, you know, whatever experience we have in our life, that carves our beliefs, right? That carves our beliefs and my thought process, my thinking. Now whatever my belief is, if I believe that I'm fat, I'm gonna work out. If I believe I'm not fat, I'm gonna eat junk, right? So my beliefs will cause actions. Make sense? And actions will cause results, right? I'll get the results according to that. And what are results? That is what life is, right? So technically my perception led me to the life I'm living. That's what they say, that the life that we are living, we created our own life. We designed our own life because perception led to the life, right? So I'm going to have to erase this. Let's turn it this way.
Yeah.
So we found out that perception leads to memory, leads to life, right? So if we change our perception, that can help, right? If we change our beliefs and thoughts, that can also change our life, right? Now, a memory. Let's talk about memory. A memory is made of submodalities. We call it submodalities, which are 5 submodalities. So we have 5 senses, right? Whenever you see something happening, like today we are in this event, right? You all will go home. Maybe like after a month we'll meet, right? If we'll meet, then you will be like, oh yeah, you are Tripti, right? I met you that day. So when you are using that memory, do you think you will remember each and everything that's happening today? No. There is no way you will remember each and everything that's happening right now. You will remember part of it. So that will be either vision, which is very common because you might remember my face because you were with me for a long time, right? The other can be auditory. You remember what I said. You know, you might say, hey Tripti, I remember that day you said that, you know, it's common but it's not normal, right? So sometimes something stays with us. So that's auditory, right? The other is kinesthetic, or you can say touch. This is how you felt. Maybe like someone sitting here felt like jolted, like shaken, that, oh yeah, this is so right? So you felt it. So like when you will think about me, you will be like, yeah, that girl and that, you know, when she was talking, it felt like, yeah, I need to take charge of my health, you know. It's the kinesthetic that you felt. So maybe you have that memory, right? The other is taste and smell, which is less common. Very rarely, like if it's a restaurant and all, then we remember that, but very rarely, like I don't think you guys will go home and you'll think about how this yoga place was smelling. Like, unless it's like really hitting your nerves, right? If it's like stinking bad or something, or it smells like really amazing, right? Otherwise we don't, these are the 2 ones that we don't pay attention to. It's more related to food usually. So what we can say is that most of the memories that we develop are in the form of VAK. The vision, the auditory and the kinesthetic. Like what we are saving as vision, what we are listening and what we are feeling. So most of the memories are made of this. So if any of you have lost someone special in your life to death, you will be able to relate what I'm saying, that when that happened, it was like just impossible to live without them. It was like impossible. It's like your world has fallen apart. Like you cannot function. But then, did we just stop living? No. Like, do we still miss them? Yes. But the intensity, the impact is less. Like earlier, even the thought of it would make us scream, would make us cry. But now we can talk about them, we can see their picture, we can still smile, think of the memories. But not to that extent. So the intensity fades with time, right? So similarly, when such kind of memory or emotion, if someone is holding here, we cannot just completely take it away, but we can decrease the intensity of it so that it's not impacting their pelvic floor, so that it's not impacting their breathing pattern, their overall self, their overall connection and healing. Okay? Now, like I said, we can also work on beliefs and thoughts in order to modulate everything, right? That also makes sense to you. So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to do an exercise or a meditation, whatever you want to call it. It's about the identity shift. So you all can think about the identity that you want to have, and we're going to set it in your subconscious today so that down the road in next month or in few months or in a year, it's gone, I guess. Can they hear me okay? Yeah. Okay. So think about that identity that you want to be. It can be anything. It can be like my pelvic floor should be at its best. My body should be at its best. My career should be at its best. The money should flow in. Like it can be anything. So just think about new you. We're going to create an image of the new you and then we're going to bring it and merge with you. Okay? So this is me. My new you will be right in front of me. I will be creating, it's like a painting, like a drawing, like a movie, whatever you want to say. You will be picturing that, you will be making that, and you're going to merge with it then. And then that will be new you. Okay? And then when we will do that, because it's going to sit in our subconscious brain, those will be our new beliefs, those will be our new thoughts, and our actions will be like that. The opportunities will start falling in, like, you know, if it's related to your career or your health or whatever, you will find the right doctor, you will find the right therapist, you will find the right help in time, you will find the right clients. It's going to start happening because your belief and your thoughts is, I am this. It's not something that is far from you. It's not something that you long for. You are that. And once we become that, we live that. That's what our life is. Okay? So that's what we're going to do. I will be guiding you guys throughout the session. I will be walking around because we would want the music to be a little bit higher, because that way you guys will be able to go inside a little bit more. Again, I can't say this enough. I'm going to repeat myself. This is not about perfection. There cannot be a perfect meditation. There cannot be a perfect NLP session. Just be connected with yourself, be present, loosen up, loosen up yourself. I'll remind you something, like imagine when we were little, when we were like 5-year-old, 7-year-old, 10-year-old, we were playing with our friends and we had these imaginary guns in our hand and we are like, the intensity of me holding my gun at that time was like, this is real, right? So that was the passion, because we were like kids, we were so innocent. Bring back that innocence today, Instead of using your logical, your conscious mind, oh, this is how it is supposed to be, that is how it is supposed to be. No. Like that 10-year-old kid, maybe when you will look at it, you will be like, are you crazy? What are you doing here? Don't run around, right? But for that kid, they are actually in the war. They are fighting, they are cops. So the point is that when we are little, our subconscious mind is more active. But the more we grow up, the more we are told by this world what is right, what is wrong. The more we have these experiences, these perceptions, these beliefs, these thoughts, we develop another world. And that word, trust me, doesn't exist out there. It's just in our head. For some, that word is very pretty. For some, that word is crazy. It's all in our head. Okay, so let's be those kids today. Let's loosen up our body. Let's just get inside us. Let's just relax. Forget about I'm a mom, I am a daughter, sister, grandmom, I have to watch the kids today, it's my turn. No, nothing. Let's just relax. These next 20-30 minutes, just give to yourself. You deserve it. Okay? Alright. So